So we have a running bet at the office. We are really struggling to pronounce the name of this fine winery. Can you please settle it once and for all for our
Right. Yes, it is Fidelitas.
I lost that bet. Welcome to another episode of Wine and Design. We are here at Woodinville, Washington at
Fidelitas.
Fidelitas. I got to say it 3 times fast to get going. I'm here with Jess Zander, the general manager of this winery. We're at the tasting room near Seattle. They also have a full production facility out in the Red Mountain AVA in Eastern Washington, where it does not rain as much as it's raining today.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Since we like to call this Wine and Design, a key aspect is, what are we drinking today?
So we are drinking our Quintessence Vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon. This is sourced entirely from Quintessence Vineyard, which makes up the northeastern corner of the Red Mountain AVA. Uses clones 169 and 191.
I get a little impatient and I
That's
drive
okay.
right for the glass.
Go for it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I was just
Too excited.
too excited. That is a wonderful wine, and we don't like to get too in the weeds with the tasting descriptions, but what I can say with this wine and the others of yours that I've had, they are incredibly structured, yet you can still drink them today if you know, aerate them a little bit, but these are like Bordeaux meets Washington.
Right.
Really good rigid structure, ageability. I would imagine you guys are saying drink this in a couple of years and then some.
It would be ideal,
Yeah.
knowing that people like to drink them fast. We
Yeah.
try and meet both things, but yes.
Absolutely. It's a nice blend. I say blend of the old world versus new world kind of style in my mind.
Great, thank you.
100% Cabernet. I really dig this. We are here to talk about design as well.
Right.
What are the most important aspects when you guys were designing your tasting room?
So a motto that we carry through all aspects of the business is it's just wine. We built our first tasting room on Red Mountain in 2007. Really wanted to take advantage of the views of the AVA and the vineyard. But beyond that, in the tasting room itself, it was designed to showcase just the wine. So the wine wall takes up most of the tasting room, as it does here in the Woodinville location.
And so you guys this is the urban winery, if you
Right.
will. So we're about a half hour outside of Seattle right now. And then you have the one on the Vineyard, right, with mountains and all these beautiful natural things.
Right.
Tell me about any different design considerations you had between the two.
Really, we tried to make this an extension of the Red Mountain tasting room as much as we possibly could. So wine wall stays the same. Tried to keep it really pretty clean and easygoing in here. We have OSB in both locations. Maybe the only thing that we really did differently was added a giant map of Washington so we can show people where the grapes are grown.
So we can walk over there and you can tell me exactly where
Right, yeah.
You also have some great views and vistas on that one. That as much as I love Woodinville is not as pretty, at least.
Especially when it's raining this much.
Especially when it's raining.
Yeah.
But tell me about how you guys interact with the mountains and all that stuff in the design of that tasting room.
For sure. So that location, we're lucky enough to kind of have a western exposure, and we actually oriented the entire thing to take advantage of the sunsets. We also have our own estate vineyard that is adjacent to the tasting room, so everything there gets to look out over the vineyards.
So I really need to go there and drink wine as well.
You probably should.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
And I'm going to have a sip of that because that just made me thirsty. Now let's talk about another element of design, and this, spoiler alert, this is going to be a shameless self-promotion for VintageView, which we don't always do, or usually. Tell me, why did you guys change to a label style that has the words sideways?
So we've always done the screen printing. We're committed to that. But when we built that first Red Mountain tasting room in 2007, we installed the wine wall and realized that the bottles would look so much better if the label matched the way that they're oriented on the wall.
When we heard that story at the office, like we all blushed at the same time. It was like the nicest compliment that we had heard.
And it's true. It's by far our biggest marketing piece that we do as a winery.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
Now, I had asked you to describe the winery in 5 words, and you
Right.
told me that you did not want to do it in 5 words, so go.
So Fidelitas is Latin for faithful, loyal, and true. It comes from a word fidelis, which was a family name. And we really think that anybody who's met our owner and winemaker, Charlie Hoppus, will say, yes, they are faithful, loyal, and true. We're just about the wine. We're just about Red Mountain, and want to keep it simple from that point.
So I'll tell you guys, so she gave 3 words instead of 5. I will give you 3 words as well. Really good wine. Dead serious. I love this wine. I was so thrilled when you guys sent us a bottle a couple months ago.
Yes, yeah.
Really good wine. So 3 words.
That was a good bottle as well.
That was a great bottle. Now, what is one thing that people might not know about Washington State as a wine culture, wine region?
So something that I think is unique, and it really kind of hones in on our brand especially, the pioneers of the Washington wine industry are the ones still working it today. Charlie's first vintage in Washington was 1988, and he's now celebrating his 30th harvest. So we're starting to build kind of a second generation, but really we have just this like amazing core that's still working today.
And a little side note, I did a lot of history comparisons between Colorado, where we're from, and Washington. They stole a lot of our best, brightest Colorado winemakers back in the 80s and 90s, but we don't hold a grudge.
Not us personally.
Not you guys, this day. But for great reason. There's so much potential and so much
it's an amazing
great
region.
Agriculture here. So we love it. Now, your ultimate wine and food pairing.
So I'm a firm believer that if you have the right wine, the right food, and the right company, it's going to be a perfect pairing. We want to make sure that people can enjoy our wines at any point in time. That being said, we've had some amazing dinners out in the Vineyard that just really showcase everything.
So I'll go specific. This bottle. I'll go with just a burger and a barbecue
Would be
out
amazing.
on the patio of your Red Mountain AVA.
Yep.
I don't even know if you have a grill there, but if you had a grill, and
We can find
my
one.
best friends in the world, and I'd be a really happy person.
Yeah. Or here on a sunnier day.
Here on Sunday, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for inviting us in for this episode.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. Do one last cheers to Washington wine and everything you guys have going on here.
Great.
Cheers.
Thank you, Jacob.